Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome El Jefe Jasper Donas.
I'll get you for this, Beanie. Good morning, everyone. As I say every year, I'm very sorry we're running a little bit late. I think we're about 15 minutes late. I'm also going to start with another apology. Your badges on your lanyards are not the ones that we were supposed to have. They're supposed to be laminated and not supposed to be very bendy and ripping and everything like that. So if your badge rips or tears or bends, please take it to one of the branded team and they will fix it for you or give you a new one. So welcome to All That Matters. My name is Jasper. I run a company called Branded. This is the 9th time we've done this. We're 9 years old. The hashtag for the socially minded of you matters to me, and we're going to be tracking that with our friends at Hootsuite through the week. My job is to take you through the next 5 days. We started last night with the Samsung party, but the next 5 days, just so you know what's going on and where to go. But also why we've put this program together and how we've put this program together. So 9 years ago, we started in Hong Kong as an event called Music Matters. There were just around 300 people in the Four Seasons. We had one showcase, which was a Korean showcase with one artist with Warner Music. There was no Facebook, there was no Twitter, no YouTube. And today, 9 years later, we're in Singapore with a fairly mega event. Just a year ago, if you were here, you'll know that the Ritz-Carlton was overrun by thousands, hundreds of screaming teenagers who were all chasing these YouTube stars that we'd flown in from all over the world. It took everyone by surprise. It took us by surprise. It took YouTube by surprise. The influence and power that these YouTube stars had over their fans. And so thank you to Ralph Simon. A new term was launched, was created, the screenager. Again, hundreds and hundreds of these teenage kids running around the Ritz-Carlton and creating all sorts of security problems. We had these as an example. Eat Your Kimchi. These are vloggers from Korea. They vlog in English. They have 500,000 subscribers, which isn't big for YouTube. They have 500,000 subscribers. They had sent one tweet on a Monday night saying, we're going to be in we're at the airport, we'll be in Changi in 5 hours. One tweet. Even if we'd seen it, we would have ignored it. This is what happened.
So I'm a little bit shocked right now, because I didn't expect so many nasties to show up over here. Can you believe it? Whoa. That is a big crowd of people. Whoa, the nasties! Whoa.
That's 10:30 on a Monday night. We then had Bethany join us in Hong Kong.
Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for coming.
I'll spare you the screams. She is a makeup artist and lifestyle stuff. She's not Justin Bieber or Lady Gaga. She sent one tweet on a Friday saying, hey, I'm going to be in Hong Kong on Tuesday. We had 2,000 entries to the competition in an hour from girls based in Hong Kong. One tweet. So the influence of these online stars, whether they're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, has never been seen before. And so in the last 12 months, we've taken this on the road. We've been to India. We're coming back to Singapore this week, and then next week off to Sydney. This is what happened in India. We trended #1 on Twitter in India all week with all these crazy YouTubers in Mumbai. And even the Big Daddy himself, Shah Rukh Khan, one of the biggest Bollywood stars of all, turned up to join us. So it was an incredible experience, again, of these online stars and the influence they have over their fans. And they're now starting to commercialize themselves. So you see someone like Bethany there. She is now doing a lot of product placement in her videos. If she actually has her own product line with Aeropostale. So if she says, hey, I got this jacket from Target, it tends to sell out the next day across the whole of the States. So we find ourselves being taught, the teachers are being taught by the students. Everyone's learning a new thing from these incredible kids who have these incredible social presences. And what we're learning is the entertainment economy is turned on its head. The old world was you're an entertainer, you fight for yourself, you have a lot of competition. The new world is you join in with your competition and you co-create and you collaborate, because 1 + 1 is way more than 2. And you're seeing all these amazing collaborations going on, and not just YouTube, across all social media platforms, and these fan bases are getting huge. Ryan Higger, who was here last year he had, I think, 6 or 7 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. He's back this year, and in 12 months, he's got to 13 million. He's doubled his fan base in a year. So it's quite amazing and quite remarkable how fast it's going. So collaboration is key. Obviously, this is quite an obvious thing, but Socialize or Die. You'd be amazed at the number of bands who submit to come to our festival who are fantastic. They're brilliant songs. No social presence whatsoever. So we recommend that they go back to school and learn about creating a social presence. But the exciting thing about today's entertainment economy is it's a level playing field, and everyone has the tools at their disposal to compete with absolutely everyone else. So yes, it's exciting, but do not rely on anyone else. And remember, this is all the stuff that we've learned over the last 12 months. It is completely up to you to build your career and to build your communities. So that was really interesting. So the last 12 months have been great, great for us running around chasing these social media stars, and has really helped us put the program together for the next 3 days. Now, all that matters, maybe a slight overclaim. Willing to admit that. But something along the lines of quite a lot that matters was a bit of a mouthful, or we're going to do some really cool stuff with some people that matter. Again, a bit of a mouthful. So all that matters works really quite well with the 4 strands that we're going to do. So before I go into the program, let's just see who's here this week, who's in the room, who's sitting next to you, who should you be talking to, who can you meet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've broken our record. Last year we had 1,602 people audited for the local government. This year we have 1,850 people in and around the event, at the conference, bands, YouTube Stars, YouTube Academy, and the Music Matters Academy as well. 1,850 people, which I think is pretty good, going from 9 years ago with 300 people in the 4 seasons. The Singapore Tourism Board are very happy with us at the moment because you've come from everywhere. There is a very big Asian community, but there are about a third of you have come from a very, very long way away indeed, and we're genuinely grateful for our friends coming from North America and Europe, because we do know it's a really, really long way away from here. You are all very, very senior. About 75% of you have your hand on the company checkbook. So hopefully lots and lots of decisions will be made here. Lots of business will get done, and everyone will leave thinking, hopefully, that they've had a fantastic time. And it's a very eclectic group. There's a lot of industries represented here, which is exactly what we wanted to do. We don't want to just focus on one industry sector. We want the digital guys to meet the music guys, to meet the social guys, to meet brands, to meet sports people, because that, if you go back to the collaborate and listen slide, is what we think it's all really about. It's about finding new people that you don't know and seeing what can be done. So please, I hope you've all got lots and lots of cards, because you're going to be needing to hand them out. So the next 5 days and nights, I think we said we got 36 different events happening this week. So I'm just going to take you a little bit and very quickly through what they are. Firstly, we listen to everything you say. And anyone who knows me knows that if you give us feedback or ideas or concepts or anything like that, I listen to it, we listen to it, and we put it all into the program. So we have listened to a lot of comments from the last few years about the program and how we put it together. So putting together 4 tracks for the first time. Last year we had 2 with music and digital. This year we have 4, digital, sponsorship, music, and social. And I'm going to take you a little bit through that. But one of the, I think the main theme that's going through all of this is that it's content that matters. And so hopefully the program will deliver you a lot of engaging content about content. The other thing that you asked us for is less days. Who's got 4 days, 5 days to take out of their busy schedules? So we've cut the program down to 3 days. So we've got 4 strands, 4 tracks in less days. So less is more, but there is a huge amount of stuff going on around the Ritz-Carlton and other venues in Singapore this week. So please bear with us. I said this last night, the program is stuffed more than a Christmas turkey. There is a lot going on in the Ritz-Carlton. It's the first time we have ever produced a multi-track event, okay? So we're going to get some things right, and we're going to get some things wrong. So please tell us, it's nice to hear about the good stuff, but please tell me if there's anything that you think we should change, please tell me, because there's stuff going on down here, there's stuff going on upstairs, and there's going to be stuff going on over at Escape as well. So just, if you're confused, or if you don't know where you should be, find one of the branded team. They're all wonderful, fantastic people, and just ask them where you should be. But here is the basic principle of the next 3 days. If you can't ride 2 horses at the same time, get out of the circus. There's a lot going on, and hopefully you'll have some fun meeting some crazy people and learning some new things. Okay, so the program today. Digital Matters is in the ballroom. Music Matters starts upstairs. Music Matters is 3 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Digital Matters is today in the ballroom. Tomorrow it's up on the first floor. Here's something that our friends at Media Partners Asia published last week, that broadband subscription in Asia is going to be almost 1 billion homes by 2018, in the next 4 years. So this is why we're doing Digital Matters. It's everything to do with all things video. And that's what's going to be going on in the room today. And we're going to, in a second, we're going to have a phenomenal guy who runs Maker Studios, just got bought by Disney for, as we all know, $500 million. And by the way, Branded is for sale if anyone has $500 million. More than happy to entertain a conversation. So, Digital Matters in the ballroom. Upstairs, after lunch, we have a thing called Sponsorship Matters. Now, at Sports Matters in September last year, we floated the idea of launching a thing called the Asian Sponsorship Association. And we're very proud that as a separate organization, membership-driven organization, the ASA was launched in, it was registered in January, and we have our first launch event this afternoon. It's full. It was invitation only, so if you're not registered, I'm sorry, it's absolutely full to bursting. But we'll have a lot of people talking about the sponsorship industry. Without sponsorship, I'm afraid to say, life is very, very dull. Sometimes it's a dirty word. But without sponsorship, you have no television, you have no entertainment, no sport, no art, no culture. It's a very, very important thing. So we're hoping that the Sponsorship Association will do a lot to grow the sponsorship pie in Asia. Tonight, delighted that our friends at NBCU have sponsored a party in the ballroom. They are launching a show called It Takes Guts to be a Gutierrez. This is, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know them, this is the Filipino answer to the Kardashians. And they'll be doing, so we're going to have a party about 6 o'clock tonight. So everyone is welcome to join us in the lobby. And then we have a few buses at about 8:30, 9 o'clock to take people if you want. The music festival has a soft start tonight in Clarke Quay. And we have an Australian showcase with the Sound Gallery. So there'll be some buses going from here over to Clarke Quay later on. Tomorrow, bright and early, please. The music program kicks off. We have Max Hull with us, the head of Universal Music International. He starts in the morning, and it goes all the way through to Mark Geiger in the evening, one of the biggest music agents on the planet. So we're delighted that they're here. But for digital people, that's going on the first floor. So hopefully we'll get this little ant hill rabbit warren thing going. Very, very, very honored that Apple the App is going to be joining us. He's from the Black Eyed Peas. He's from the Philippines. One of the messages, the themes that we want to come through that you'll see this week is very much a business as usual message from the Philippines. That obviously, as everyone knows, they were destroyed in November by a terrible hurricane. But really, they were up and running again within a matter of weeks. And so with the e-party, with Apple to App, you'll see a lot of very positive messaging coming from the Philippines. He's actually going to be here with us all week. He's going to be mentoring a lot of musicians as well. So he's not just going to come and do a keynote. You'll see him hanging around. Tomorrow night, K-pop has been sweeping the world, and it's going to come back here. We have a party in the lobby with KOCA, the Korean Government Association. So they will be talking to you about some of the great Korean music that's coming out. And then the Crazies kick off in Clark Key with Music Matters Live with HP. This year, this is what's going to happen. Very, very, very excited about Music Matters Live with HP this year. It's now the biggest independent music festival in Singapore, if not Southeast Asia. If not, I'm not sure I can claim Asia. Japan's quite big, and China, and India. But 65 bands, and they're amazing. They're fantastic. All coming to entertain you, all coming to be discovered. So we have buses going tomorrow night to Clark Key. For everyone else in Singapore, the amazing thing about this festival is that it is entirely free. Okay, we're not charging kids to see these bands. We want as many people as possible to meet these new bands. Thanks to these incredible sponsors. The great thing about the party in the square tomorrow night is that a beer is, well, I'm going to pay for it for everyone. It's sponsored by Jose Cuervo tomorrow night. Okay, so big tequila sponsors, which means we need you back in the room on Friday morning, so don't drink too much. It's being produced by our friends at Timber Music as well. So it's going to be a great night. Buses will take you there. It's all going to be broadcast live on YouTube, and the reason I'm showing you this is because most of it is being produced by the Republic Polytechnic. We have students producing the live YouTube channel. There's a lot going on, so we have an app. It's called Music Matters for the festival, so if you download that from the App Store and Google Play. On Friday, it's a new one for Singapore, but it's an event we've done for 2 years with our friends at Ogilvy. Social Matters, brands on brands, and brands talking about creating shareable content. It's a great program with people like Unilever, Coca-Cola, Singtel, Google, all talking about creating content that can be shared. We have a lot of private lunches going on. You've asked us again that you want to drill down into more topics that aren't just keynote stuff on the main stage. So we have private lunches happening. We're also working with a lot of trade and industry associations on helping them amplify their agenda, and a lot of sessions in and around the venue with them on various themes. So that's all, again, in the program. We do a lot, I said, of community outreach. We're working with the Republic Poly, Singapore Poly, and SG Muso. So there'll be a lot of students producing lots of stuff, a lot of students hanging out at the conference as well. And also our Music Matters Academy on Friday and Saturday is pretty much full. Again, we're equipping young musicians and creators to be able to survive in this new, crazy digital economy. On Friday night, after the conference here, our friends at Hootsuite will be sponsoring a cocktail in the lobby, so please join us for that. By the way, they're already measuring a lot of the social activity that's been going on Music Matters itself has just had 2.2 million impressions already this week, which is pretty good going, I think. So then the conference finishes, and then it's the weekend, and usually we'd go home to our various homes and sleep. But no, for us, it's the YouTube Fan Fest, 2 days at Scape.
Want to laugh? Yeah. Like fashion
Last
tips?
year we had,
Yes.
I think,
Love
18
to be
stars
entertained?
with 5,
It's back. The
I remember the
all-new
numbers.
YouTube
They had
Fan Fest
18 million
HD,
subscribers between them.
starring
This
Brian
year,
Jenna
our stars have 55 million subscribers, 50 million subscribers between them. So it's going to be crazy. It's almost sold out. We're doing 3 different shows. For those of you that will be invited to join us, please register before Friday. Otherwise, I'm afraid that the tickets will go back on the market. There's a lot of demand for them. And for those of you who want to watch it, it's live on our FanFest channel on YouTube. And then on Monday, just in case we haven't had enough work this week, we're all jumping on airplanes and flying them down to Sydney, where we're doing 2 shows next week with the YouTube stars. So it's kind of, the next 2 weeks of our lives are kind of crazy. This week isn't possible without these amazing sponsors. I'm not going to go through all of them, but please find them, hug them, love them, use their services, buy their products, and do everything with them. Some very quick housekeeping, because I'm running a little bit over time. The Wi-Fi in this hotel is average. Log on to Ritz-Carlton, not the Ritz-Carlton conference log on, just Ritz-Carlton. It's free, but I do ask, if you're from Singapore and you have a local plan, can you use that and then leave the Ritz-Carlton to overseas guests so they can avoid roaming bills. Wristbands, there are rules about wristbands, and you should know the rules about wristbands, so please respect those rules and don't try and break them, because the hotel staff will get upset with us. The swear box is back. $10 a swear word. We don't want anyone swearing. It may be fun in English, but if you're talking a second language, sometimes something that's effing good has an entirely different meaning. Shameless plug, Sports Matters is coming back in September during the F1 week. And absolutely excited that this guy, Mr. Lord Sebastian Coe, is going to be keynoting at Sports Matters in September. So please do, if you're interested in the sports industry, register for that. That was a very, very, very shameless plug. But the main message for this week, now that I'm 7 minutes over time, is pace yourselves. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of parties. There's a lot of conferences, a lot of meetings. But pace yourselves, because it's a very, very, very long week. I, of course, ignored that advice and went out last night, and that's why I look like this today. Again, hashtag matters to me, so please do feel free to vlog away, to tweet away, and what have you. And finally, again, talk to me. Tell me what you think has worked. Tell me what you think should be improved. And hopefully you'll have a great time with us this week. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being so patient.